Yo, still bills, what's the deal, man? I'm fresh off the clock, me and my big ass forehead, and I'm finally heading home. I hate being the last nigga in the parking lot at work. I be beefing about that, man. But peep game, man. Y'all got the news. I just got the news, man. I was on, I was just on YouTube looking through some of my, some content creator channels that I look to and some, that I subscribe to, and I seek their analysis on shit, man. And I came across something and it just really pissed me the fuck off, man. And that's allegedly Spence and Thurman are close to being done, but at 154 pounds, man. As I've stated before, man, there's no, like, I've said it, some time ago, man. If Spence fights Thurman before he fights Bud, we already know what that is. We already know what that is, man. They just, they found a way to insulate this man so much to where even when blame is being placed at his feet, and it should be rightfully placed at his feet, you can still make an argument as to why Bud is at fault for the fight falling apart in the first place, man. I'm just past sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it, and I keep having to come back and talk about this fucking topic, and I keep, like, I'm in the gym last night, and I've been consistent. I don't give a fuck about that fight no more. I just do not. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And if it does happen, it's gonna happen at 54. And I don't want to see it at 54. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be as meaningful at 154 pounds. It's just not gonna be. Thurman and Spence is a good fight, but it is not a better fight than Bud and Spence at this moment. I've always thought Thurman was the better fighter between the two of them, and I've always thought Thurman could beat Spence. But after years of inactivity and your belt's getting yapped from you, bro, you are no longer a part of this discussion. And it's not even just that it's, about Bud. Look at everything he's doing within the division. He's not relinquishing them belts. He's not saying, all right, fuck them belts, I'm moving up to 154 pounds. If this even happens, it's being reported that they're looking at 154 pounds. All right, cool. All right, bet. So it's a possibility that it won't happen at 154 pounds. And it'll happen at 147 pounds. But if it's at 154 pounds, firstly, there's no reason why Thurman should even be getting a fucking shot. As we've stated before, everybody has stated before, Thurman does not deserve a title shot because the nigga was down for 2 fucking years. You don't come back Crash Mario Barrios in a 12-round bout when Tank went 11 with him, and then that automatically interjects you into a mandatory title shot, bro. That shit is wild. That shit is wild. And they don't even try to hide the corruption and disingenuousness about what it is that they did. There's no reason why he should be in the fucking mix of getting a title shot. He's not deserving of it. It's a lot of goofy shit going on behind the scenes. And as I've stated before, if he fights Thurman before he fights Bud, we know what that is. So you get Thurman in the spot. What does that leave Boots and Stanionis? What does that leave them? Now, if he relinquishes the titles or whatever and they get to fight for those belts, that's a different ball game. But as it's looking, he's not, from what I've been told or what I've been seeing, and I haven't been looking too much because I'm fresh off of the road. But just the little shit that I'm seeing, usually, it's a follow-up. Someone, would have went through the details with a fine-tooth comb, and it would have said something along these lines if it was said. If he's relinquishing them titles and they're able to immediately fight for the belts in their next fights, then all right, cool. That's something that I can be cool with, man. But why does he get to jump up to 154 pounds and keep his belts? Why? He gets to move up and keep his belts. That is wild. That is wild. That is wild. Now, Canelo did it with Bivol, but he's coming back down to fight John Ryder. And he knocked the mandatory out in 2021 early. So he's probably not due for another mandatory until May. Spence is not satisfied with mandatory since like 2018, 2019. But he keeps getting to do the little bullshit that he's doing. Let me go holler at Mikey. Let me go holler at Danny. Man, come on, now you get to jump up and fight Keith Thurman. Why the fuck? Even if you are about to fight Keith Thurman in a mandatory, why is he even a fucking mandatory? This shit is sickening, bro. It's sickening. It is mind-blowing, the game, you know, the mental gymnastics that they're playing to keep this nigga away from Bud, bro. Are we gonna act like Spence didn't just say in like either, I don't know if it was a tweet or an interview, you was just complaining about having to make the weight. You've been in a position to make 147 pounds for years. When you was doing fat camps for the most part, you was still able, you wasn't thinking about moving up to 154 pounds. Now that Bud is all of a sudden in your scope, there's no getting away from the fight. You want to talk about, y'all, you know how hard it is to make this weight, and now you will go and jump into that division and use why are you even fighting a welterweight? Like, what type of shit is that? Why, if you're gonna move up to 154 pounds, fight at 154 pounds, bro. Fight chip away at the opposition, and let's see if you can sink or swim up there. Same with Danny Garcia and Jose Benavidez. Why the fuck are two welterweights fighting at junior middleweight against each other? This shit is wicked, bro. Oh my fucking God, dude. They don't even try to hide the bullshit in the game they run. They don't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, I did that. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. This is what type of time I'm on. They just throwing the shit in your face just nonchalantly and unapologetically. We know what time it is when it comes to these two. We know what time it's been. That time since before Thurman was even, when Thurman was still active. I keep saying this, when Thurman was still active, the scope was on, or the spotlight was on Spence when he becomes a champion, and Bud when he moves up to into the division. It has been that for years, and we are on the precipice of that fight possibly happening. Now, you think it's easy to make 147 pounds? It wasn't easy with not Mikey Garcia, but Sean Porter, when he was ballooning up to 190. We get it, yeah, you're a little bit older. That shit happens. I most definitely understand, but what a fucking coincidence. What a fucking coincidence. You just fought this year. I didn't hear no complaints of you making weight against Ugas. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll definitely look into it, and I'm willing to stand corrected on it. But I ain't hear shit about you complaining about weight when it was time for you to get a unification bout in with Ugas. We heard nothing about weight. Nothing. A lot of niggas ain't catching this shit, man. They're thinking, all right, cool, it's just a one-off fight between them two because they don't want to cut weight or whatever the fuck ever. This nigga's complaining about making 147 pounds. Thurman's been in the gym, bro. Thurman has been in the gym trimming to get that weight up off him. He's been in the gym. There's no reason why he can't make 147 pounds, bro. He has been calling both of these niggas out. Not at 154, at 47. And you're gonna sit here and like, bro, come on, man. This shit is this game. They keep running game. They keep running game. And nobody cares to call the shit out, man. And that shit is bothering me. I ain't gonna say nobody because it's only a few people that I saw. Hold up. My man calling me. I'm gonna hit the bro back in a minute. Me and my big ass forehead. Hold up. Yeah. Maybe people have been calling this, like I said, I only seen a few videos speaking on it. So I ain't really got an opportunity to hear everybody's take on it. But I know for a fact that this is another obstacle to put in front of that fight from happening. I know it's another obstacle. Spence started his career at 154 pounds. Bud started his at 135. All right, cool. Let's try and see if we can move him up and hopefully take some of the sting off of what it is that he does. Maybe the way to affect him at 154 pounds. He's not as sharp. He can't maintain the weight. He's slower. He fades easier. The shit is disgusting, dude. And nobody, his fans won't even address the shit, my nigga. They won't even address the shit. Stanionis stepped aside twice for this fight to happen, and now he got to try to go through Virgil Ortiz in order to obtain a title that Spence holds. You know what type of uphill battle that's about to be for him? You have any idea how hard of a fight that is? After fighting Butayev, I have to go through not only a contender, but the best contender in the division thus far. The sharpest contender, the contender with the biggest robust resume, the most robust resume. That's the proper words. That's the proper words in conjunction. The most robust resume. Why is everybody calling me, bro? Now my wife is calling me. I'll talk to her in a minute when I'm done talking to the homies. But why the fuck, bro? Like, this shit is just, they don't even try to hide the shit, bro. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. They don't even try to hide it. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. This shit is sad. This shit is sad. He's not gonna come back down to 154 pounds. 147 pounds. He's not. If he does, alright, cool, that's what's up. I'm still not giving a fuck about the fight. But it just, just the hurdles and obstacles that they put in front of this fight, the roadblocks, the detours, everything they could have done to exhaust anybody from pursuing this fight that they have put in front of this dude, to the point where it's just so easy to walk away from that. None of that shit gets acknowledged. None of that shit gets acknowledged. They're talking about, man, this fight could have happened in January 2023 or whatever the case may be. That's a whole year inactivity Bud didn't want to do. And why does it have to stay? Why does it have to be in January of 2023? He fought in November. He could have went into camp for January. Why couldn't they fight in April? Spence and Thurman is allegedly, the target date is in April. Why couldn't them two fight in April? Why? This is the bullshit that I'm talking about. The smoke and mirrors, man. The media antics. Floyd said, "Yo, that fight ain't happening this year." All right, cool. Let me go get a fight then. Let me go get a fight. And even now, Spence's fans are trying to big up this fight with Thurman and speak on it as if it's this overtly credible. He has not fought in 2 years, man. Or he fought once this year. Man, listen, it's a good fight, but it's not the fight that should be happening. It is not the fight that should be happening. And since it is happening, let them fight at 147 pounds for one of them belts. And if Thurman beats him, now we get to possibly usher in a new champion in a Stanionis. They don't want to do that. They want to go to 100. I'm sick and tired of the fucking PBC. Them niggas gotta go. They gotta go, bro. They got to go. That flagship has to sink. That flagship has to sink. It like yesterday. Because this shit just can't continue. Fighters are paying money out of their purses to go to these so they can hold rankings within these sanctioning bodies, just for them to continue to get bypassed. Stanionis is getting bypassed. thought he was flipping me off or something. Say what? On the hood. I'm fucked up. But nah, man, like that's bullshit. Standing on is bypassed. Thurman, usurped. Standing up. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Boots. Thurman usurps both of them niggas. Unification bout. Both of them niggas is usurped. Not just unification, undisputed. All the jury in the division. Oh, let's put Thurman in there with Spence. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. That pisses me off, dude. It honestly does, man. It just... Oh, bud, they promised him transparency. The fight wasn't happening this year. Let me go get this money elsewhere real quick, and I'll spend the block. Let me make this quick 10 M's, and then I'll spend the block. What do you niggas do? This is crazy. This is, whew. There's no way. There's no spin doctor alive that can justify what the fuck is about to happen. If the fight goes down at 154 pounds, it shouldn't even be being entertained. Because that's strictly what I'm going off of, the fact that it's being entertained. There's no reason why this fight should be entertained at 154 pounds. Shouldn't even be entertained at 147 pounds because Thurman ain't did shit deserving of that. So this shit shouldn't be there. This isn't even a fight that should be happening. This shit should not be happening whatsoever. It needs to be Spence and Bud, and if it ain't Bud, it needs to be Stanionis or it needs to be Boots, not fucking Keith Thurman. Them is the niggas that worked for it. Thurman didn't. And the fact that it's happening at 154 pounds where he gets to keep his titles. He gets to keep his titles at 154 pounds. Even if Thurman beats him up there, he still comes back down to 147. He's still a champion. He's still a champion. He gets to go into another fight as a fucking three belt champion. He will not be punished for the shit if it happens at 154 pounds. He will not be punished. Oh my God, yo, this is disgusting, dude. Fuck PBC, and I mean that shit from the pits of my soul. I'm tired of these. They gotta go. They have got to go. They gotta go. They are holding up traffic. I don't know if y'all been to LA on the 405. That's the worst traffic. I've been to New York too. That was terrible traffic. Them two cities. Horrendous. That's the type of traffic that Bud and Spence is doing. Not even Bud, it's Spence. Spence is holding the division up. He has to go. He gotta go. Go elsewhere. This shit is sickening, man. And I'm just even talking about it, I'm getting a headache, man. So I said what I said, man. Fuck PBC, and yeah, deuces.